I was just praying to Mr. Santa Claus कि मेरे लिए गिफ्ट में इस बार सिर्फ और सिर्फ वैक्सीन लेके आए. I really want Corona to go away in 2021, please. Anywho, wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a happy, genuinely Happy New Year. Okay, back to the episode. Bye. Hello and welcome to the third episode of the second season of Dimples Out starring Ayushi. I'm your host Ayushi Amrute, and today we have this super fit, super fine celebrity fitness trainer who is also a certified coach of the Nike Training Club. Now you may remember him by his Instagram handle that is Subtle Strength. Please welcome Kunal Rajput. Hi Kunal.
Hi Ayushi, what's up?
Hi.
Such a humbling introduction. I'm super happy.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. How are you? How have you been doing? What are you up to these days?
I am. I call myself as a pandemic traveler. I've been to different cities.
That's great.
It's mostly for work and then meeting friends. So I'm in Chennai for now. There is a startup called as Monday Monk, and I am a part of it. I'm the training and technical head over there, and we're launching its second studio now in Chennai.
That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, and so you have become this influencer on Instagram, this fitness influencer, and yes, you have. And I just your famous Instagram handle says Subtle Strength. I just want to know the reason, like why Subtle Strength? Does it have like a story behind it, or is just like random?
Oh, yeah. So basically, when I started off working out, so I'm not the tallest guy in the room. I'm like 5'7", 5'8", and I have a very lean build. And when I was starting off my journey, the entire phase of Indian fitness industry was at a point where they related physicality to strength. But I was stronger for my body type, and I could lift heavier than most of the people in the room. And so the reason why I started the whole subtle strength, like you don't have to look strong to be strong. Your strength can be subtle. That's why subtle strength. So that is how it went.
Wow. Did it just like pop up in your head, or did you like know that, okay, this is what's going to be?
No, I was doing the random name generator. No, actually, no.
But yeah, talking about Instagram, you have been like busting myths left, right, and center. And I just there's this something that you've started off like, this is hashtag. I think it says someone had to say it. Tell me more about it, man. Like, was it planned, or were you like really frustrated of people, having these stupid myths, and you just wanted to be like, okay, I had to say it, so I just went for it?
So, like, there are multiple reasons of me starting that. One of the major reasons was that so the thing with Instagram is, I think most of us are there in order to grow. So I realized that, I want to provide value, but at the same time, workout videos were getting redundant. Because I have like 2,200 posts, and I've been posting since the last 5-6 years or something. And I realized that workout videos are getting redundant, and I cannot jump and do fancy stuff every single time. It's just like, I'm just bored of it, honestly. So I used to do a lot of Q&As on my stories. And people used to ask random things. For example, how do I lose belly fat? How do I do this? Give me a diet. That's it. Give me a diet.
Give me a diet. All right.
Give me a diet. That's it.
Wow.
I started like making tongue-in-cheek comments about it, because after frustrating efforts of like educating people, there are like still, it's like waves and waves of people just asking that. So I think, okay, you know what? Someone has to say things
Yeah,
in the best way possible, and that's why it started the entire thing. So that's like a black background and white text, and like it's more shareable.
yeah,
So it's providing value at the same time. I think it really makes sure that people share it and
definitely.
kind of gives out the message that, oh, I was going to say that, but someone said it. So yeah, that
So someone had to say it. Oh my God.
someone had to say it. Yeah.
And so tell me like the worst kinds of questions that you have gotten until now, like the ones that make you gag probably.
It's a rabbit hole, honestly. I mean, right from how do I lose belly fat, then I have a perfect body, I just want to lose sides of my tummy, to I don't know, are you married? Uh,
I think yeah, that one wins. That one
yeah, when are you
definitely
getting
wins.
married? Yeah, so how is so I am good friends with Sarah, and we train together most
Yeah.
of the times. We used to, I guess. Now in pandemic we haven't. But yeah, how's Sarah? How is this? Just like it's extremely random questions. But I have like kind of curated all these questions, and I have realized that, you know what, these are the information I really want to give out, and make sure that this thing. But it gets dark. It gets very dark because, you know, like, it's public, right?
Of course. Okay. It's time to play the first game of this episode, Kunal. It's
Mhm.
called Never Have I Ever with Kunal Rajput.
Yeah, it's not a sober game, no?
Right now, on my show, it's a sober one. Yeah, so the rules are pretty simple. When I ask you the question, if you want to say you have, then you give like a self high five. And if you want to say that you haven't, then you give like a thumbs down with a sound.
Okay, cool.
Okay,
Done.
as simple as that. All right?
Yeah.
Are
Yep.
you all set to play Never Have I Ever? All right, here's your first question. Never have I ever thrown up in public.
No. Oh, wait. No, yeah. Never.
Were you too drunk to remember?
N- I mean, define public again.
I mean, like a crowd, chalo.
Like outside.
Uh,
No. Never happened yet. I mean, life is pretty long for that matter.
of
I don't know
course.
if it's going to happen in future, but yeah, never
New
happened
Year's
till
Eve
now.
is just around the corner, so you never know. Okay, moving on. Never have I ever blamed a fart on a pet.
Ah, no.
Chalo, I think, yeah,
That would be so funny, dude.
people do that. It's a thing. People legit
Are
do
you
that.
sure? I
Yeah.
just got a pet last year. I didn't have like too many instances to do that. And like I think my cat is like my cat won't do that. I guess it's too sophisticated of a cat to do that.
Yeah. All right. Next question. Never have I ever cooked something that turned so bad I had to toss it in the trash.
Oh, all the time. I've had episodes of like me cooking something and it going down terribly bad. To the point that nobody in the house has even like bothered, and I had to just give it to the crows or give it to the birds. And I stay on the 19th floor. That's why like there are like different kind of birds coming in. Even they refuse it after a point. But I still make better things though in life. I've learned from my mistakes.
I see that on
Now my
your
sister,
stories. Yeah. I
yeah,
see that you cook sometimes. Very,
sometimes.
I'm sounding very stalkerish, but anywho. All right. Next question. Never have I ever drunk dialed my ex.
Never. I've gotten drunk calls by exes, but never drunk dial an ex.
Wow. That's nice,
Yeah.
man. All right. Next one. Never have I ever tried a fad diet.
Oh, all the time. I've tried everything. I've done an excuse of a keto diet for like uh, 3 days and then realized, oh, no, never happening. I've done paleo. I've tried GM.
Now that you're telling me, I'm like, these exist, and yeah, but I mean, it must be
It's a
intense.
wormhole. It's a wormhole. Once you get into it, you realize that there's this, there's this, I can lose so much kgs in this, and I've done that. I've been there. So yeah, I guess never have I ever done that. Right? So I've done that.
Yeah. All right, here is the last question. Never have I ever worked with someone I couldn't stand.
Oh, all the time.
I am so, I don't know, I'm so keen to know who these people are. Like, I'm so tempted to ask you, but
Like
um,
mostly it's been like I'll tell you. Mostly
really,
it's been like yeah, it's been not in fitness, but I used to work as a marketing business development manager, whatever you want to call it,
yeah, I
at
know.
a recruitment firm. At a recruitment firm. So yeah, that was like terrible too. Of course, I had some amazing, some of the purest souls I've met in my life from there, but also some of the most interesting people I've met who I really don't want to meet again. So that.
I like how you say interesting, which is,
Interesting is the word. Interesting
yeah,
is
it's a
something
nice
which I
word.
use very commonly. How's my Scott, sir? Like, oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Could be better.
All right. You have done amazing. Congratulations. You have aced Never Have I Ever in your show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, wow, man. Nike, like having to be associated with such a renowned brand. I'm sure it must be a great feeling for you. And I want to know, like, how did you end up being like a certified coach for NTC, and like what was that like for you?
Yeah. So long story short, with Nike, I think they were looking for more potential coaches in India because they had this app being launched in India called as Nike Training Club. It's one of
Yeah.
the best. No, I think it's the best app there is in order to get started with your own fitness journey.
Yeah.
And again, it's not a plug; it's just like my genuine opinion because I have
I
learned
never
so
said
much
so.
from it. I've learned so much from it, and I think if you just want to start your own fitness journey, even if at like whatever level you are, that app really helps you. Um, that being said, they were launching it in India and they wanted to empower women because they always have a motive behind everything that they do. One of the motives behind launching NTC was to make sure that women get empowered. And mind you, this is like
Amazing.
5 years ago. So they basically were doing free sessions for women all over the city in Bombay.
Okay.
And for those sessions, and they were like free. For those sessions, they needed coaches. So they started at Sophia's, and at that time, Urmi, I mean, Coach Urmi, I don't know if you know her,
Of course, yeah.
and yeah, Shwetambari Shetty from Bangalore and Shweta Subaya from Bangalore again were the coaches. Now
Okay.
they needed more coaches for taking these sessions afterwards,
Yeah.
and I was one of the potential coaches that they had in mind. This was also by recommendation of Urmi because she is a very good friend of mine. Then I got a call, and after a lot of uh, passing tests and then doing the train the trainer uh, seminar along with 15 other participants, led by two master trainers coming from England
Yeah.
and the States.
Wow.
I was chosen as one of the Nike coaches. And yeah, when that thing happened, I think I realized that uh, it wasn't a dream of me to be a Nike coach, honestly. uh,
Okay.
I never knew that I could be one. I never thought myself as at that level that you know what I can be associated with a brand, which is probably the biggest brand in the world. But
Exactly.
when that thing happened, I just realized that you know what now I really have to take charge of my life. And before that, I was like in between jobs and like just doing your things here and there. But when that thing happened, I think it gave the universe kind of gave me a reassurance that you know what, look, you are legit. You can actually do something with your life, and you can actually do something that nobody thought that you could do. even yourself you couldn't thought that you couldn't think that you could do. So at that time, it kind of changed my perception towards life itself, and I started working extremely hard, and I gave
Wow.
my everything to whatever I did afterwards. So yeah.
What a story, man. And I just, I knew that you were working somewhere, but now that you're telling me that this was your phase where you figured out that you wanted to, leave
Yeah,
the full time scenario and then get into like fitness
yeah,
completely. So,
that was the time. Yes.
yeah, I'm glad that happened. And I just, I am again curious to know another thing. Let's talk a little bit about Ankita.
Hmm.
That I mean, people know her as Hustle Rani, and
Awesome, man.
I just I want to know, like, where did you two meet?
Oh, uh, we met on so there's like we have like too many stories to tell. I don't know if she would be okay with this, but yeah, I think we met on a dating app.
Oh, wow! I
Yeah,
think one of the
so
rare cases, yeah,
yeah, I
probably.
guess so. Yeah, and yeah, like I think we met and we kind of clicked at the first meeting itself, and I think she is much younger than me in like age-wise. She's like 5, 6 years younger than me. But at the
Okay.
same time, the kind of clarity and the kind of grit and determination that she has, it's next level. I when I was 22, I was like, what? I was doing nothing. I was in life. I was doing nothing. But
Yeah.
over here, she is working for Deloitte, making her own page on Instagram, which went viral. Is a TEDx speaker and doing side hustles like no other woman. At that age, it's like mind blowing. So
Only if you knew that you two were supposed to be a thing. But
who knew, right? Subtle and
yeah.
hustle like yeah.
And so it's going to be 2021, and people, they're going to be like, okay, this is my fitness resolution, and this is what I want to do, and stuff like that. So now that it's time that people are there and people are, crafting their New Year resolutions, I want to know, like, how would you recommend them to do that if we're talking about the whole fitness resolutions aspect? Because I know people just set like unrealistic goals, and none of that happens. But what is it that you think would work?
I think resolutions are always meant to be broken, so that is one thing. And I'm speaking from personal experiences. Also, like I in 2020 itself, I might have coached more than like 10,000 people cumulatively. Uh,
Wow.
yeah. Like online, offline, including both of them. But at the same time, I just realized that people make unrealistic promises, as you said, to
Yeah.
themselves. And uh, I think when you're making promises just because you have to make promises, that is not a strong enough reasons for you to do anything. And if you really want to do anything, you would want to do it from right now. I just
Yeah.
uploaded hashtag someone had to say it while a post. Like next Mondays never come, right? And
You did?
resolutions also
Yeah.
never come. Yeah. So
True.
because exactly because you always the only thing that you have control over is right now and the immediate moment after. So if you have to make any kind of changes, you have to make it right now. Because if you end up thinking of future, that is you have no idea about it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Also, if people who are making resolutions though, like try to take each day at a time. And instead of making extremely hyper realistic resolutions for yourself, try to stick to say just having consistency as much as possible. That okay, you know what, in a month I would try to train for at least 15 days or at least 20 days rather than go I'll wake up at 6 in the morning and stuff like that. So extreme amount of definitions and extreme amount of precisions won't ever happen to somebody who's actually making resolutions on Jan 1st.
Yeah.
But if you end up making something a promise to yourself that you know that uh, this is something which is achievable at the same time going in the same path which I want to go in, I think that is more doable. At least that is what I end up doing. And that has worked well for me and for people who are working uh, with me and also the coaches the coaches who are being coached by us.
That's great. I hope people you're taking notes as to how to make these resolutions. I hope that you coach like over 20,000 people next year, and just it keeps going higher and higher.
High five.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It's time for us to play the second game of this episode. It's called Speak About This for a Minute.
Wow.
So the game is like super simple. I have a bowl full of chits here. There are 5 chits in here. Okay, you have to pick a number from 1 to 5. And whichever number that you pick, that will be your topic. And you speak about that topic for a minute. I will set a timer on my phone. And yeah, that's about it.
Done.
Alright, pick a number from 1 to 5.
4.
4. Your topic is why exactly is it called a crush?
Okay, 3,
Alright.
2, 1.
Go.
It's because it's because you always get crushed by a crush, because most of the time whoever you're crushing on is crushing on somebody else or is dating somebody else. It's that is one thing. Second thing, wow, it's a difficult question. Second thing, I think it's called as a crush because the feeling of being infatuated by somebody who has no idea that you are infatuated means you are infatuating on that person is also soul crushing. So that is one thing.
What else? Come on.
And I also feel that once that crush becomes your girlfriend or your boyfriend, your life gets crushed.
And your time is up, and you've done really, really well. Good job, man.
Thank you so much. I'm super happy that you enjoyed it.
Sadly, this brings us to the end of this episode, Kunal. Thank you so much for being a part of my show, and I hope you had fun too.
I really had fun, Ayushi. It was one of the best interviews which I've done. Thank you for having me on your show, and I really hope that you grow exponentially in 2021.
Go ahead and check out Kunal Rajput on Instagram. It's called Subtle Strength. He posts a lot of workout videos and a lot of myths that he would bust for you. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share, and comment with the next person that you would like me to call as my guest on the show. And yes, do not forget to subscribe somewhere here. Thank you for watching the 3rd episode of the 2nd season of Dimples Out starring Ayushi. I am your host signing off. I will see you next Saturday with another episode. Thank you and bye-bye.